Hi Taurus, welcome to Mystic Soul Tarot. My name is Jess, and this is your reading for the month of August. So let's get right into it. So I asked the energy oracle cards what was kind of like the energy going into August, and the hostilities card came up. Oops. The sun also came up though. Three of Wands. The card of Justice. The Emperor. Five of Swords. Two of Swords. Six of Wands. And then the wisdom from your spirit guides was appreciate your talents. And then also your self-care card is flow like water. Alright, so very interesting. Let's go ahead and get right into it. So when I saw the hostilities card, I was a little bit intrigued. I was like, because that's not the best energy to be going into the month of August. But what I believe it has to do with these cards of Justice and the Five of Swords. So I'm not sure, Taurus, maybe you've been dealing with something at work, something in your personal life. Maybe somebody has been sort of hostile towards you. You've been feeling like someone has been directing, negative, hostile energy towards you. Maybe you've just been, maybe you're currently disagreeing with somebody, or you're just, not speaking to someone. There's just this energy of not getting along, and kind of like people watching their back, watching you. And with the card of Justice, I feel like there's something that maybe hasn't been the most fair. So if this is like a work situation, maybe somebody at work has been, talking negatively about you. Maybe you've been, kind of speaking negatively about somebody else. It just depends, and every situation is different. But I feel like there is like some energy of like just disagreements and just people not getting along. So this card of Justice tells us that all of this, that whole situation is going to be coming to an end, and that the truth is going to be coming to light. So maybe if someone hasn't been the most honest about, certain things, this card tells us that that is going to be changing, and as we say in Cuba, tarde o temprano, sooner or later, it's going to be coming to light. So the card of the Five of Swords, it's very interesting too, because you also got the Two of Swords. So it's like you're kind of in between two choices here. Maybe you've been considering two work opportunities, or maybe you're just considering two options at the moment, or you may be even considering two people when it comes to relationships. And this card is kind of warning that this, along with the Justice card, is kind of warning that you want to make sure that even though, it's going to take, a little bit of time to make this decision, you want to make sure not to lose yourself in the process. So this card here, you see it's like, there's like a snake, and this sword, it's kind of like cutting the snake in half. And I know it's like scary imagery, but what this is referring to is you want to make sure not to lose yourself, while you're trying to get wherever you're, trying to get. And I could see that you have some big plans in store, and I see that with the Three of Wands. So this tells me that maybe you've started something new, you're kind of working on something at the moment. Could be, something creative, a new job. And I feel like the initial steps have been made, to sort of get to this kind of, happiness and fulfillment in here. The initial steps have been taken, but there's just like this kind of energy of being stuck and feeling like something isn't adding up, you know. So I feel like that kind of has to be worked through so that you can, you know, achieve this happiness and this, you know, get to the resolution that the Sun card is hinting at. So you also have the Emperor here. The Emperor is a card of kind of authority, and it could be also representing an Aries. Maybe you're dealing with an Aries when it comes to this, you know, kind of like hostile situation. You know, it could be a parent, it could be a father figure, just somebody older, kind of like a mentor. So yeah, this mentor could be possibly maybe a manager or supervisor, just somebody maybe that you're not quite clicking with, you're not quite, you know, getting along with them. And it's definitely kind of putting strain on achieving this. So I feel like if this is a situation where this person is maybe not appreciating you, not appreciating what you have to offer, not valuing what you are bringing to the table when it comes to this, you know, maybe you're, you know, in a partnership, or you just, you know, work with other people. You know, of course, a lot of people work with other people, but just like you have like a little team that is working on something, and I feel like there's a lot of disagreements on what the best way to handle certain, you know, whatever you're working on is. So yeah, you've been feeling conflicted, you've been going over two things, and it's kind of like taking its toll on you. But there's definitely hope in this situation. You have the Sun card, which is a card of happiness and just fulfillment and inner strength. And then on top of that, you have the Six of Wands over here. So this is a card of achievement and recognition and just like happiness and fulfillment. So even though things are a little bit shaky right now, you know, and it seems like maybe, you know, certain people are against you, I feel like all of this is going to be done with by the time the end of August rolls around. I feel like you're going to be in a much better place. You're going to be in a much happier place, and yeah, everything is just going to sort of start falling into place for you. As far as your wisdom from your spirit guides oracle card goes, it says appreciate your talents. So maybe this is a situation of where you feel like someone, you know, is taking you for granted, and is not really listening to your ideas, considering what you're, you know, talking about, and considering the ideas that you're putting forward. And I really feel like it's like this, maybe someone above you in this position, or just somebody older that you're kind of butting heads with. But yeah, I see that this situation is definitely going to work itself out, because you have the Sun and the Six of Wands here. But this card is just urging you to not let yourself be taken for granted. You want to make sure that your voice is heard, because your ideas are definitely wonderful and worth hearing. So you just want to make sure that you're standing up for yourself, you know, you're firm in your decisions, because you really don't want to lose yourself, you know, along this kind of journey. But you could definitely get there. So then your self-care card was flow like water. So this kind of, to me, goes with the appreciate your talents. I feel like this card is kind of suggesting that you maybe not be so hard on yourself. Maybe just kind of be more adaptable when it comes to change and even criticism, you know. Ask yourself, is this constructive criticism, or is this just, you know, something meant to kind of make me feel smaller? So once you separate those two, I feel like this was really going to help you grow in this situation, where you're going to get to this point where you're able to have this adaptability and, like this card says, flow like water, and just, you know, trust your intuition and it'll take you to these wonderful places. So yeah, I see this situation working itself out, and then for the best. And then you have this lovely, lovely sun energy and Six of Wands energy. So it's going to be you're just going to feel like you're in a much better place at the end of August, and that things are finally falling into into the right places, and things are finally going how you want them to go. I would also strongly suggest making a vision board, and just really trying to manifest this goal and this dream that you have, because all of this hostility and negative energy, it's only going to hold you back. So you want to make sure that you're also kind of like on your guard when it comes to these things. You want to keep an eye out for people that maybe don't necessarily have your best interest at heart. Alright, Taurus, that has been your reading for the month of August. I hope everything turns out wonderful for you. If this reading resonated with you, please give it a like, and please consider also subscribing to this channel. I'm going to be doing at least monthly readings. I'm going to be trying to do it more often than that if I'm able to. I'm also going to be doing pick a card readings often on this channel. Well, thank you so much for watching, and have a wonderful day.